Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a really cool thing that makes out a PCB switch, and that could be controlled via internet and with 4 channels. So this is the end of my project. I have run that, and it could be controlled for a device, but for testing I just want to connect to one device and it's working very well. So I will show you how to do that in step by step. Okay, so please visit my GitHub profile and select repository and select homemade PCB and please read out documentation. So it does that for a path once you merge by in your project. So let me introduce about the folder with Arduino, and that there is Arduino file and the software we need to upload to our ESP controller. Okay, the next thing that the PCB design. I design a PCB user freezing, and you can download freezing freezing.org. And I found that software is for Mac OS, and that could be easy to design your PCB, and let's use that. But if you don't want to do that, you can use my PDF exported and go to print shop and print that to the PCB paper. Okay, so the first thing I want to download a old project. So open in my terminal and jump direct to my workspace and this clone. Okay, it should be cloned into homemade PCB. Okay, so I can open that in work and homemade PCB and Arduino, and that is the Arduino file. And we have a Firebase rule and PCB. Okay, so let me show you the first thing, that is a PCB design. So make sure you have a download freezing, a download, and no donation. I already download and install it on my computer, and so I just open that. But if you don't want to customize our PCB, you can use this file. I have exported to PDF, and you just copy that and go to print shop and print that to PCB paper. Okay, so in another case, you want to custom the download freezing software and open that. So let me show you something in PCB design. So in this is the Node MCU. So you can buy that from the link. Open that link. So I do that. So we place Node MCU here, and we have a resistor, 4 resistor, a 220 ohm, and you can buy that. Resistor, okay, 4 resistor we place here, and we also have a need a 4 resistor with a 500 NCD ohm, 1 2 3 4, and I did write that. Okay, so please buy that part. And we also need a MOC. So MOC. Okay, so MOC 3021. You can buy that from this. Okay, and here is the MOC with 4 channels, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next thing that BTA, we have 4 BTA, and here is a link to buy that for BTA. So we place that here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and we have a 3 terminal connector, 1, 2, 3, and you can buy that, say 3 terminal. Okay, buy that from this link. And we also need to power supply for Node MCU running. It's okay. So after customize your PCB, you can find and import that. Select production and select PDF file. So for example, create a new photo PCB on my desktop and export that. So after export the file, you can, and let me open a new file, a PCB, and select. Okay, that's okay. I am. Okay, I will export again for production PDF and select desktop and PCB and import that. Okay, so we have a lot of file after import, but this file you need. So please select a right file to bring. So that file you need. Okay, that's the file you need to print and to PCB paper. Okay, so we have done about PCB. And let me show you how it's a PCB board. You must buy that in by okay, so the link to buy PCB board. Okay. And some parts I bought that. And it is a PCB paper I have print that. So I print that. We have a PCB print, and I use a header to turn to a PCB board. And after that, I place that to water, and we need to clean the paper and use iron water and gas online to clean our PCB. Okay, so finally we have done that. And now let's drill some hole on our PCB. Okay, and attach a path to PCB and soldering, and this is the final. I have done that. And that's okay, and this is tapping. So this is for a PCB. So the next thing I want to do, so that's we do need to create a new Firebase account. Go to firebase.google.com and go to console. So if you don't have an app, create a new app. But I use that for current app I'm running. So click to database and I will remove all. Okay, and select on rule start. And that's the rule we need to security your database and make sure you have that. We have a Firebase and rule and just copy that and paste here and click publish. Okay, so we done that Firebase, and here is our Firebase URL. And so next thing I want to show you in that Arduino, you must download an Arduino. And please select a right version on your OS. I'm using Mac and I already downloaded Arduino from Mac OS, and so Arduino, I have that. So let's close that. Okay, so we check it in our project a work, and homemade PCB I have a download from my GitHub. Select Arduino and Firebase Arduino and open with Arduino. Okay, so let me show you. And we need to configure a Firebase in Firebase setting and select a service account and select database secrets and click show key, or if you don't have a key, let's create a new one as secrets and copy that key and replace with that. And the next thing, want to select is general and click add Firebase to your web app. You can see a config. So let's copy a right domain. So that is the database URL. Copy that and replace with your Firebase host. Okay, so replace that. Server files and config your Wi-Fi name. A Wi-Fi name home. My Wi-Fi name and Wi-Fi password. Okay, so let's save that. Oh, let me show you something. In that pin, we have a pin D1, D6, D7, and D8. That the pin out to control 4 devices, and default state we set all state to low. That means off by default. Off. And so when the app runs, it will be automatically to connect to Wi-Fi and if connect. And then we connect to Firebase server to Firebase host. We configure that as top and Firebase security key, and here the key. And after that, we register a microcontroller, and here the function I write to register microcontroller. We loop through a num, that's a number. We do use the 4 channel, so I do use that's for pin mode pin and set pin mode to output. And we register to set the Firebase default path. We have a path by get path is at the bottom and should be return the path root my controller and chip ID / chip ID and set default for the pin to state off. Okay, so let me connect to a ESP to my computer and upload this code. I will get back in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and so let me connect a ESP to my computer and unplug that. Okay, so I will connect to ESP with my computer, and that will be user to upload a Arduino code. So it's connected. So after connect that, you will find select board and should be in Node MCU 1.0. And the next one that is port. Please select right port that is on my Mac. Okay, so at one we connect that. So let's upload the code. Okay, so let's upload that. So we wait for the uploading process done, and it should be done when showing a 100%. So you can see on our ESP, when it's uploading, the flashing. You can see a blue LED flashing. That's the upload process. Okay, so we done that. So let's check out our Firebase database. Okay, so when it's uploaded, it's automatically register an ID, and that is a chip ID you get from ESP, a chip ID, and here the pin number, pin D5, D4, D6, sorry, D5, D6, D7, and D8. That are 4 pins. And by default, we set all the pin up. For that 4, that means up. Okay, so we done that. And I want to show you a next step. The next step is we connect to our, we don't connect to my computer and unplug that and connect to a power, it does is the power to connect power, that is, let me show you my, we use that. And this is power up for ESP, and output is 5V, and with mini USB, and that we connect to high power, and this done with us. Okay, so the next part I want also to connect a real device, that's my lights. I want to control just one for testing, but in real you can control 4 devices. So the next part I want to warning to you that's very dangerous, so be careful. You may be get shock electric. So once again, please careful. Okay. So I will get back to you in minutes. Okay, I'm back. So let me introduce to you. I have connected power up to it's 5V to Node MCU. This is your ESP. Okay, so and this is my device. I connect that to first light, and here is a red light. That is a light power. It's very dangerous. And that's a natural light we in black, and right now we don't use that. And we have output for 1, 2, and 3, and 4 for device, but right now I just connect to one device and for testing. It should be work if you connect a other 3 device. So now I'm going to turn on the light, and that's really dangerous. Do not put your hand on any parts of PCB board. Okay, so now I'm going to turn on the light. Now, so we do what? Look at my screen, and we have an empty database. So when okay, so microcontroller is start, and here is the device ID. and when it starts, it automatically set we have a pin 12, pin 13, pin 14, and 5 and 15, and default is 4. And right now I connect that device to pin 14. So if I'm change 14 pin to 2, let me show you. Enter 2, and you can see the light is on. Okay, so if you have other device connect to other pin, it should be work. And let me turn it off for. Okay, it works. So very dangerous. Don't took any on it that bar. Okay. So once again, I want to show you. Let's set that to. Okay, it should be work. And that's very dangerous. Again, I want to show you warning. Okay, let me show you a. Okay, and I connect power to ESP and connect the red light. You can see the red light. Go to first line, red line, and we have a nature in black white, but we don't use that for at the moment. Okay, and we have other device or the output for 3 other device. We can use that later. I will show you in my home, in my home. Okay, I also connect the first output to my device. Okay, so as you can see, current is on. So okay, so in the next video I will show you to the web app to control as much better than we go to Firebase and change the state true or false. And we have a real app in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.